Okay, I'm going to dump here and I have my Amphibio. I have it in 20 kilohertz. My gain is at 21. My ISAT is at 3. And because I have to adjust my ISAT on for different conditions, it's really wet here today, so I had to drop it down a little bit. Usually I have it at 4 here in the dump. I'm not really trying to go very deep here. And I have my small coil, elliptical coil on here. I usually bring my 5-inch double D coil in here in the dump, but I'm kind of working my way up in this dump here to my starting to get bigger coils on here. See, you can't hear any iron because I have my discrimination set at 4. See, watch. Go like this here. I'll show you. I'm just testing it out, you know, seeing what the conditions are like today, and I'll go over to my discrimination, and it's set at 4. Listen to what it sounds like. I have the volume all the way up so you can hear it. Not very much happening, right? Just clicks and pops, right? So I've discriminated out a lot of that iron nails, and I don't want to discriminate, right? Because I'm just getting a bunch of clicking and popping, right? I want to hear all those targets around that iron. If you discriminate, you're going to be losing out on those targets, those higher conductive targets underneath the iron. Because if you're discriminating out a nail above that, like penny or a dime or a little bit of jewelry, you're discriminating that out too. So you want to hear those higher conductive targets. So you don't want to discriminate, especially in dumps. So see, here it's clicking and popping. It's discriminating out all that, right? It's running unstable for these conditions. But I normally do not ever discriminate. I'm just trying to demonstrate here how much of an effect it has on your targets popping out. And I'm going to go back there and I'm going to discriminate out to 0, right? No discrimination, running it hot, wide open, right? You can hear all the stable tones there. You can hear all the nails, right? This is how you get the relics, man. There's something small right there. Now I'll discriminate. I'll discriminate the iron back out, right? Pretty much sounds like most of the other stuff around here, right? I can't hear anything in the ground here, right? Where's it at now? I just had it a minute ago. See, that's how hard it is to pick out the relics if you're discriminating. Now watch how easy it is. It took me a second to find that right there. Right there. There's something higher conductive right there. It's probably something higher conductive. Most likely not a nail. But I'll take that discrimination out, and I'll see how much easier that comes out. I'm gonna dig that one out right here. Let's see what we got here. Could be something epic because this is relic gum, man. It is a freaking penny, man. It's a copper penny in the dump here. Just crazy, man. Crazy. Every day is different in this dump, right? I do not find a lot of coins in this dump, and I've found very few copper pennies in this dump. Very few. That just freaking blows my mind. That one was probably dropped here recently though, because it was right on the surface. I have another target right here. See how loud that is? How solid that is? No discrimination. See, I can hear all those nails in there, right? The Amphibio is made for this, man. It's made for hunting the iron, right? It's a heavy machine though. And I'll turn this machine off because my batteries might get low towards the end of the day here. And I'll turn the Simplex on and I'll show you the difference between the Simplex. And if I raise the gain on that Amphibio up any more than that in this dump, it just overloads on everything. On everything. You know, 21 to 28 is usually what I set it at. Sometimes I'll go to 19 if I'm getting into a lot of big iron down there, and there's a lot of huge piece of iron in this dump here. I'll turn the Simplex on, wipe the screen off here. I know it might be kind of hard to see, but this Simplex has a lot of hours on it. Over 1,300 hours on it probably. Let me I'm gonna, I can't ground balance in this dump because there's just so much iron here. Just unreal how much iron's in this dump. You can't ground balance over iron. If you guys don't know that, but don't ground balance over iron. These are the targets that I'm wanting to go for, right? I have my iron volume set at 2, my discrimination at 0. I'm in Park 2. My sensitivity is all the way up. It's right here. See? My pin pointer just goes off on everything in this dump, right? I'll mute it, shut the thing up, right? So pinpointing is crucial in a dump like this. If you have a big coil like this in the dump here, you're gonna struggle because there's so much iron here, right? And this is probably a big piece of iron here. It just goes off on everything right there, right here. Big piece of iron right here, right there. Right in there somewhere, some glass. It's not iron, it is an Edison bulb end right there. Smacked it out. There's a lot of that kind of stuff in this dump. But I'll go over this target over here. I'll unmute it. I didn't bring my bucket with me today, so if I use the Deus, I won't get nearly as many junk targets. I'll get a lot of really good relics. With the Simplex, I usually don't hunt with the Simplex, to tell you the truth, in this dump, because it's just, the iron volume is just so loud. It just really runs unstable. It just has too big of a coil. There's too much happening within the field of that coil that just overloads it. Overloads it. A lot of overloads in this dump with the Simplex. It doesn't give you an overload signal, but I can tell just by the overload signal. The Amphibio does have an overload tone to it, and it's really annoying. That's why I have the gain down a lot on that Amphibio, because it just overloads on everything. With the Deus, it does not have an overload tone either. It just gives you, it's like the Simplex, you still get the numbers, you still get tones, but it just gives you a really loud tone. It's just like, it's like a really hard, forced tone. Just like the Simplex, That's what a lot of these tones are. They're overloads, right? But I'm surprised. I just got a coin and an Edison bulb right there. Clear as day, right there. Awesome target. I haven't really worked this 5x9 in the dump too much here. I'll mute it. This place is hardcore, man. You can't set your pin pointer down anywhere in this dump. It's just crazy. Right there, a little bit of brass. I've spent a lot of time in this dump, man. Today is a good day to dig in the dump. Big piece of brass. Today the conditions are just right. It's raining. The soil is very moist. It actually has been raining really hard the last couple weeks, especially this morning. It really downpoured this morning. I'll try to smack another target out. The Simplex is doing really good in the dump today, actually. I'll dig this one out. I'll go for it. The conditions are just right today. I haven't even used my Deus yet, so. It is Christmas Day today. I can't set my pin pointer down anywhere when it's on. But, is that right there? No. Right in here? Oh, man. It's going off on everything, man. Big iron down there. Maybe some big iron. I don't know. Yep, some big iron right there, some flakes of iron. But let's see what's up here though. Square nail right there. Yep, square nail. I think that's what it was. Take this plug out here. Let's see what we've got going on here. Gonna tear it apart here. That's what it was. Just some big iron down there. Some big flakes of iron. A little bit more iron down there. Right there. That's what this dump is all about. Just digging up really crappy tones and finding relics every once in a while. Right there. Come on, baby. Lots of glass here. Little nail there. Just a little bit of wire. Right there. Let's see what we got. something big. Right there, it's a chunk of, it's a chunk of brass right there. It's a little brass nut. I don't think that's brass. I think it's just iron. It might be brass. I don't know, it's so hard to tell with this dump, right? But I'm gonna continue with this hole here. It's interesting. I just like digging. Just like digging. Oh yeah, come on, bring it on. It's gonna pop out next, man. You just never know with this dump here. Nail. Square nail. Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm in the spirit today. Happy holidays. Not only Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate. Maybe Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or metal detecting. I have a holiday every day of the year, and that is metal detecting. At least that's what my holidays are. Wow, look at that. You can hear all the iron, right? Big piece of iron right there. I'll just dig something up here. Where's it at? Where's something at here? Big piece of iron right here. I'll just dig it out right here. My pin pointer is absolutely useless in the dump, so. Not quite all the way useless, but you know. Ooh, it's gonna be something humongous. Just like I thought. Got my gain all the way up, right? The more you dig in a certain site, the more you learn what to listen for. Right there, some iron. Right there. Nope, that's a brick. I don't know what I'm thinking. My pin pointer is not gonna do too much good here. Don't know why I have it on, but it is on. A little bit of a nail there. Square nail. Okay. That's one thing about the TRX. If you leave it on for more than 10 seconds or so, it just doesn't work anymore. You gotta turn it on off. Oh yeah, something right there. What's it gonna be? A bit of brass there. Brass flakes. I think so. It's kind of hard to tell until I get it home, you know. Kind of hard to tell what stuff is until I get it home sometimes. With this muddy out, it can be really hard to dig here. But today's a good day, man. It's very good conditions. I can't believe I found that penny and that Edison bulb. A lot of nails here in the dump. Square nails after square nail after square nail. But I do dig a lot more than I detect here. I spend more time digging than detecting because I like digging in the dump. Right? Digging in the dump is one of my favorite things to do, right? Just gotta continue on. Gotta continue on, right? Gotta push through it, man. Even if it's raining or snowing or sleeting or 100 degrees out, you gotta keep on going. You gotta make it fun. Do the styles of detecting or digging the certain sites that you like doing to keep it fun. You know, if you go out there and you have expectations to find stuff, you know, you're only gonna set yourself up for disappointments. When I go out, I just never know what I'm gonna find. You know, I find what I find. A lot of days I'll go out and just dig up iron nails and bottle caps and crusty zinc pennies all day long, but I still have fun. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.